Salutations all, I'm Jockey, welcome back to Mega Man 4. I'm here with Jaina, she's joining me for this part, I guess. And in this part we're going to be going after Dr. Cossack himself, the person who's behind these 8 robot creations. Off we go to the first stage. Just like the Wily stages, we go in a complete gauntlet, meaning our ammo saves in between. And we need to keep track of how our energy tanks are doing, our lives, all that. I'm not very familiar with these kind of stages. I've played Mega Man 4 a lot less than I played 2 and 3, or even 1 kind of. I mean, when I play Mega Man 4, I'll play like the first few Robot Masters that I want to do, and then I'll just like call it. But I hardly ever like go all the way through in the game, which we'll get into later. I do like this theme though, I remember that much from this. Gotta be careful on these jumps for these guys coming up, just like we were with, was it Dustman stage? Let's go ahead and use the balloon item. There's a lot of utility in this game. I mean, you have all 3 rush adapters, and then you also have the balloon item and the wire adapter. It's like, man. I mean, I guess this is somewhat what inspired the show, really, is Mega Man having all these extra things aside from the Robot Master's weapons. Like, he had that sometimes in different episodes. Now, the first boss here is actually the first character we're going to be using the ring boomerang against. It just shoots a ring, not a very special weapon, but it is the weakness of this character here. This is a Mothra thing, something? I don't know, it's a big moth. All this thing does is it shoots at us and it destroys some of the ground, but that's about it. No extra phases or anything, and we're on to the next Dr. Cossack stage, just like that. Same theme as the previous stage, as you'd expect. Again, this is very similar in structure and design as the Wily stages are. It's really just a different name is all. Here we gotta use the rush jet to get past all these spikes, and there are ammo drops along the way. This reminds me of some of the things they would have in Mega Man 3, where you'd have to use the rush jet in certain instances. Alright, these are interesting platforms. I don't remember these at all, but they basically just shift where the spikes are, whether they're on the side or on top. But we don't have to deal with them, thanks to the balloon. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we gotta use the balloon a bit quicker than that, apparently. And a bit further from the wall, too. There we are. Ooh, I'm gonna want that energy tank. Whoops, I fell. Okay, I'm gonna want that energy tank up there. In order to get it, we're gonna have to drop down from way up here. Whoops, okay. We can get it. Oh man, can't do a quick drop either. There we go, we made it over here. All we gotta do now is a bit of platforming. Uh-oh. On to the next screen, and would you look at that, it's the end. We can go up there if we want extra life, which it's... The main risk is those spike platforms there, but we can wire adapters directly up so long as that side spike isn't there. Next boss we have, weak to the Dust Crusher. So let's go ahead and get that out. There we are. We haven't used this weapon in a while. This is the first weapon we use, though, because the first one we went after was Dustman himself. Ow! Oh man, I'm definitely gonna have to use an energy tank on this fight. I'm taking a lot of damage. Basically, there's these 3 pieces that come together, and you just gotta get inside them so that you can attack this core center at the top. And in order to do that, you have to use these platforms here, avoid his attacks, all that. I might have to use an energy tank. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. We have 5, and there's gonna be more Dr. Cossack stages, which presumably will have more energy tanks. Okay, maybe when they're going super fast, you should just slide under. And just wait for them to come by real slow, like this, so that you can slide right there, and you're inside. Okay, I'm starting to understand this boss a bit better. I would say this is a very creative idea for a boss, having several rooms come together onto you, and you need to get inside of them. Oh man, I didn't get a single hit off of him in that phase. Alright, let's try this again. Oop, slide. You always gotta be ready to do so. I mean, you can make it in there on the fast run, but I wouldn't risk it just because it does damage you if you get hit by the walls. I missed. Oh, okay, we got him still. Alright, cool. Yeah, I don't even remember that boss all that well, but it was neat. Different theme this time. I don't remember this one all that well. Oh, that's right, auto-scrollers. I forgot this was a thing. Man, it's been a while since I played this game all the way through, alright? I mean, keep in mind, this game came out in, like, 92 or at some point in the 90s. And, Mario 3, I think, was the first, like, platformer I can think of that had, auto-scrollers. And that came out 89. Alright, this is where the auto-scroll stops, and we have a nice ladder placed here for us to continue. The Toad Rain destroys those buzzsaws, doesn't it? Okay, it hurts them. Do they eventually die, though? That's 3. Okay, yeah, they do eventually die, allowing us to get through with no issue. It just takes 3 Toad Rain flushes, which some other items might be able to damage them, I guess, more efficiently without using as much ammo of a more useful item. Let's go ahead and grab the Skull Shield while we're going through the auto-scroller. We want to stay safe. These are interesting platforms. They go down as you're standing on them, but then they go flying upwards when you jump on them or when you're not on them at all. Here's a case where we want to just drag this platform down as much as we can. Ooh, there's an energy tank and I want to get it. How do we get in there? How do we get in there? Oh man, how do we get in there? Oh, balloon. Okay, it stopped for us. There we go, alright. I never thought to do that, but alright, we got the energy tank there. On to the next boss, and I don't think this guy has a particular weakness. Does he? Let's just use the charge shot, I guess. And the standard Mega Buster, then. That's the end of that one. Out comes the next. This one's, is he gonna go up on the walls? Okay, yeah. I was worried if he was just gonna stay on the floor, we would need a tracking weapon like the dive missile. Alright, next one will kill. There we go.